seafood channel. Just kidding, but continuing with the mollusk theme, I just had to buy some raw oysters. I love going to raw bars or raw oyster bars and eating raw oysters. I've been meaning to buy one of those knives, but I'm just going to have to improvise a little bit here. I've got a garden glove and I've got a screwdriver that I've used in the past to successfully open up some oysters, some raw oysters. I forgot to specifically ask where these oysters came from, but let's take a look at them. I think I got 10. I don't know why I got 10. I think they were $1.25, or I think they were $1.25 each. Wow, those two were, there's two right there. So that's what the oyster looks like. I'm gonna have to break into those. I put them on some ice here. I have an ice maker that you can get crushed ice from. You crushed it a little bit. So I'll try to open these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have, of course, a cold beer. That's in case you get any bacteria. That's what I tell myself. No problems with the clams I had. So let's give these raw oysters a try. Of course, the clams were cooked. So there are 10. He did count these as 2. So that's what I have. I just need to try to open them. Now, when you're waiting for these to be shucked in the raw bar, they usually give you some. Oh, I didn't bring my crackers. I have to get my crackers. Okay, I'm back. So, I've got my saltine crackers, and it's a good thing that I remembered or forgot to get those, because I need my Tabasco, and I forgot to buy some fresh lemon, so I'm just gonna have to use this fresh plastic lemon off of the plastic lemon tree, fresh off the plastic lemon tree. So, what you do is, there's usually crackers at the bar, at least what I was used to. So you'd have a saltine cracker while you're waiting for your oysters. And then I like to take, they have some horseradish. So you take your horseradish. Some people put horseradish on their oysters too. I just like them with hot sauce. So you put a little horseradish on your cracker. Now that's good too. But then what people do is then they take cocktail sauce. Some people put the cocktail sauce on their oysters also. But this is what I would do. I would wait for, while I'm waiting for my oysters, I would eat a ton of these crackers. That really clears your nasal passages, clears them right out. these suckers up. Time to roll up the sleeves. Put on my garden glove. You can get this equipment on Amazon. I forgot to buy it. I knew there was something I wanted to buy. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. It's two. I might have to open one half, then the other. Yeah, those are welded together. But there's a little joint right here that you dig your knife into. You break that muscle apart without jabbing yourself. This is not the best angle. So what I would do is work these in without breaking my beer or anything. Oh, this is going to be a lot of work. Oh, it's in. I got it in. And then, oh, it's in, but that wasn't good. That's why you got the glove. So, I broke the muscle, I know that. There he goes, he's opening up. I got him. He's gonna give it up. I probably made a mess of it though. Can you imagine doing this all day? And you don't want to spill the juice. You want that juice. You want that fresh ocean oyster. There it is. It's opened. Let me move the camera. All right. So there's the clam. This is the one right here. Okay. So. Let's open up this guy. It's almost there. There he is. You scrape off that muscle. You scrape that off. There he is. Oh man, look at that. You scrape that loose. So he's loose. Oh, that looks so good. Now, just like that. That's perfect. But I like to add a couple of drops of Tabasco. And then you just slurp that up into your mouth. Oh man. Just the smell of that fresh oyster is so good. So now you just take this. This is like a double decker. There's another one underneath. I'll eat after I eat this one. So that's what it looks like. And you just slurp it up. Oh man. There's nothing like a nice fresh oyster. I've had quahogs like this a long time ago. It was a larger clam, I think it's a different clam family. That's different than the longneck or the steamers. So if you ordered a main meal and you're waiting, I can eat 24, 36 oysters. The only problem is it gets expensive. What if you're paying like $2 a piece for them? Oh. Now I have to flip this over and go after this guy. Just put my gloves on again. You can see what happens there if you. That's leather, but still you can hurt yourself. I need one of those real shucking knives. Actually, there's more of a lip on this one, so this guy might be a little bit easier. Oh. Hurt my thumb when I went in there. That was easier. So now, just take that. It's the muscle that keeps them You know, once you cut that muscle loose, there's no keeping the lid on. Whoa, that's a large one. That's a good size one. So you take this guy. I'll show you again. The trick is not to spill any of this juice. That's Ocean's nectar. I just made that up. Don't quote me on that. Probably sounds kind of stupid. So that's nice and loose in there. I know if you hadn't had that before, it might look gross. But even if you don't add Tabasco, it's just going to be so good. Slip it in your mouth. Oh. I don't know what to say. If you love oysters, you love oysters. I guess if you don't, you don't. Oh, that is just so freaking good. Well, I don't want to bore you with, I don't know if you want to, I'll just go ahead and I'll open up these oysters, lay them out, and then get back to you, and I can have them with some sips of beer in between. Alright, this is going to be good. Let me clear my palate. Finish this. Well, let's switch right here, since I'm right-handed. Alright, so I don't know where to start. I'm gonna have a cracker. I'll put that there for a second. Get some horseradish. Some people put horseradish on these too. I don't. So here we go. That's a nice crunchy sound. Yep. So I've got 8. You know, I hate that double decker. So that was just 8. Oh man, that is so good. That's delicious. Now I usually eat the crackers while I'm waiting, and once the oysters arrive, I'm eating my oysters, but let's break this up a little bit. Have another cracker. Let's try one with the fake lemon. Well, it's pre-squeezed lemon juice. Tabasco's enough for me. That one had the most juice in it. That was so good. You could see it was deeper. It had this deep cavity in there that could hold a lot of the juice. That's the trick, is opening them up without spilling the juice, keeping them level. I can't imagine doing this at an oyster bar. Only some young college kids could keep that up. Because that just is, I wonder how many hands hand injuries you get from opening up oysters. I mean, that's no fool around. You've got that knife, and if it goes in and you miss, you go into your glove or something. I don't know where to start or where to go with the next one. I just like Tabasco, especially with oysters. There goes another one. Oh, that's so good. I think walruses love these. They're just so good. I think they use those tusks to dig them up. They can sense them with their whiskers, and then they dig them up with the tusks. I think. I'm sure there's lots of creatures that love to eat oysters. I think Native Americans loved oysters too. Or the ones that live near the ocean. There would be mounds and mounds of oysters. Oyster shells. It's so funny. It's not funny, it's so strange when you have the Pilgrims come over to the U.S. try to start these settlements and starve out through the winter with the most abundant land, the New World, food all around them, and they don't know how to harvest it. Well, how can anybody living near the ocean starve? Indians must have been scratching their heads. I'm sure the Indians must have said, well, we don't have to worry about this tribe of people. They don't know how to feed themselves. How could they be a threat to us if they can't even feed themselves? I'm sure they must have had that thought. It's like that Tom Hanks movie, Castaway. If that was me, I would want to get off the island. Why? He was living in paradise. Except for the lack of any dentists. That was kind of a painful scene to watch. Is where he takes out his own tooth. With the blade of the ice skates. Ouch. Anyways, back to the regularly scheduled program. Oysters. 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 And beer. Co-hosted by beer. Oh, now that one I screwed up. I didn't cut the muzzle, so it's stuck in the shell. You gotta scrape that muzzle that connects to the shell, or it ain't gonna come out. I got the liquid. Oh man, that was good. It just goes by too fast. thickness of a shell. That happens. 3 more. I want to savor these, but they're just so good. Here goes another one. For those of you who love oysters, you're probably jonesing for oysters right now. That's a good one. I'll save that one for last. This is a good one too. Make sure the muscles yep, all set to go. Oh, that was a nice deep well. I put the napkins on the floor. Sorry. Well, all good things must come to an end, they say. So I went to a place that is actually like a distribution seafood place. They're wholesale and retail. So they'll, depending on the season, I guess, they're gonna have oysters. So I don't want to wreck it by having them too often. I just haven't had them in a long time. So it made it that much more special. That was delicious. Just one more left. Let me cleanse my palate. Oh. Yep. I put lemon on one. Really didn't taste it. Didn't put a lot on there. But yeah, I'm mainly a Tabasco person when it comes to oysters. A little bit of Tabasco. And that's it. Not too complicated. Just by themselves, they're delicious. But I like Tabasco. So, this is going to be so good. This is the last one. I want to savor it. That was good. I'm actually full. I really am. I had some leftover pizza earlier, but that was good. I think if I had 2 more, that would have been it. So, hope you found this video interesting, entertaining. For those of you who haven't tried oysters, raw oysters yet, give it a try. Some of you might not be able to get over the texture of the thing, but again, if you like it, you love it, maybe. And I just really like raw oysters. They're just very good. And although I think in some raw bars, a lot of times they start putting up signs saying if you're past a certain age, there is a risk. One thing you don't want is bad clams or bad oysters. You'll regret it, and it can become something very serious. So I think the Food and Drug Administration doesn't recommend eating raw clams or oysters. The cohogs, you can eat similar to this. I think I had that once. It's a very deep, wide clam shell and almost round. not exactly. And you eat them also. The same way you can do this is you shuck them, maybe a little lemon juice or Tabasco, and you slurp them down. So anyways, I hope you found this video entertaining, and I appreciate all my subscribers, new and old, and I appreciate all your comments. I'm trying to respond to all the comments, and thanks for watching, thanks for supporting the channel. Until next video,